All right, welcome everybody. Good morning, good morning. I feel like I'm in the sunbeam here. I feel bad you're all standing because we're going to start, or sitting because we're going to start standing, but wait. Before you stand up. So, so if you're already sitting, this is a great thing to practice, is your sit to stand, okay? Do the best you can. Very good to be able to do. Good practice. All right, good job. Welcome everybody. I'm Jessica and this is Vinyasa Flow Yoga. Happy Friday. Wonderful to have you all here. We're going to begin standing, so we're going to find our good mountain pose. So feet are hip distance apart. We always start with our foundation. Everyone's feet are different. We all have our habits. Some people walk or stand with their feet turned out. We might have some pronation where we have a little collapsing in the arches of the feet. So just take a peek at your feet. Do your best to make them parallel to each other. Lift and spread your toes and spread them out. And we want to lift the arches of the feet here. So if you have a little bit of collapsing, your knees might be kind of towards each other. Just lift the arches of the feet and just feel that deep front line start to turn on. Because the heel is the biggest bone in the foot, that means more weight should be over it. So if you're leaning forward, shift your hips back so that your hips and knees and ankles are in line with each other. Okay. From here, just relax your arms. And you don't want to like slouch, but you don't want to thrust your ribs forward either. Thank you. Shoulders relaxed, away from the ears. Chin is level with the floor. We're going to close our eyes. Crown of the head is reaching tall. Swallow, relaxing your jaw, relaxing the throat. We're going to place the tongue on the roof of the mouth, the flat of the tongue, not the tip of the tongue. Like you're saying the letter N. Relax the muscles of the eyes. Relax the forehead. And make sure you have just a soft little bend to the knees so your knees aren't locked. Breath is in and out through the nose. And we come to our diaphragmatic breathing. So we want our upper body, our neck, our shoulders, our chest to be passive with our breath. And when we inhale, we're looking for low rib expansion, belly back, as the diaphragm contracts down as we breathe in and relaxes up on the exhale. Our breath is low, slow and deep, low in volume, slow in pace, and deep in depth. Breathe in this way. We are working with our parasympathetic nervous system, which is our rest and digest. It's relaxing. The diaphragm kind of lulls the vagus nerve, which aligns with that rest and digest part of our nervous system. So as you get more into this rhythm, you feel a little more relaxed. You can align with mountain pose. Poised between heaven and earth, where you have your foundation as well as the beauty of that peak of the mountain, the view. place the hands and bring them together in front of the heart. And take a moment to set your intention for your practice this morning. What brings you to your mat today? Flutter your eyes open. We're going to just turn the backs of the fingers, palms up in front of your lower belly, and you're going to inhale. And as you breathe in, you're going to turn the palms to face open at the top of your breath in. Yeah, form a little triangle, and slowly lower the arms. You're all doing a good job being already staggered. There, get your arm space. Good. 2 more like that. So you're just timing the inhale with the raising of the arms. So our vinyasa practice, we move with the breath, but we want the breath to lead the movement of the body. Good. Just let the arms relax here. You know, let your chin tuck towards your chest and just gently come into these little half arc neck stretches. So you'll just let one ear come towards your shoulder and let your chin come back down towards your chest and go the other way. And you'll notice if your palms are turned open a little bit more here, you might notice a little deeper stretch along the side of your neck. Time to each side. Sorry. And then bring your head up to neutral. Right, and then we're going to take your right arm, or left arm up, sorry. Left arm up and come into a nice little side bend here. And then go ahead and do the other side. And one more time on each side. So the only thing is you'll be in the camera. Sorry, thank you. Yeah, we might just move you here. Hold on, I can move this over. Thank you. Catherine, if you feel, are you good there? If you feel like you want to shift a little bit, you can. All right. Sorry, thank you, everyone. Should be good. Okay. So we'll just do one more to each side here. Good. And then as the arm comes down, you're going to lift your shoulders, tuck your chin, let your head drop, soft bend the knees, and articulate down. Make sure your head and neck is really relaxed. And then slide your hands up the fronts of your legs as you roll back up. Good, and one more like that. Lift the shoulders, start to round down. Head is relaxed. Again, soft bend the knees, and you can bend the knees as much as you need to keep your back happy. And then again, slide your palms up the fronts of your legs. Bringing the shoulders back. Good. Then we're going to take the elbows back and open the chest. And then you're going to bring the arms forward, backs of the hands face each other. So your little tuck of the chin, nice deep stretch through the back. And then again, inhale, open the chest. Exhale. The chin tucked too. And one more time like that. Inhale, open. Good. Exhale, bring it forward. And then a little different variation here. You're gonna have your first finger knuckle a little higher, and you're gonna bring your elbows back for a standing cow. And then as you breathe in, you're gonna bring the forearms together, and we're just rounding in the upper body. So versus bending at the hip, just bring it in, elbows into the belly, drop your head, tuck your chin, and then inhale and open back up again. And exhale for a standing cat. Nice round back. And one more like that. Inhale, open. And exhale. Good. And bring it back open here. Lower your arms and bring your hands to your hips with your shoulders nice and relaxed. And you can do this with your eyes open or closed. You're going to come into your hip circles here. Again, breath remains in and out through the nose. Stay soft in your neck and shoulders. Come to a little pause in this direction, and then reverse your circle. Good, and come to a pause. Open your eyes and time your inhale as you raise your palms up, and your exhale as the palms come in front of you. And two more like that. Arms to rest again. Close your eyes, take a breath, and just observe how you feel through our warm up here, moving meditation. We'll open the eyes, and if you're not already there, we'll take mindful steps to the front of your mat. Still in mountain pose here as we move into a sun salutation. So hands in front of the heart. Inhale, take the arms up and open up. We do a mini back bend, pressing more from the low belly and pubic bone versus hinging in the back, okay? So keep your ribs still a little bit down versus thrusting or hyperextending. Grab opposite elbows here and take a little side bend to the right, trying to keep your shoulders on the same plane as your hips, and then go to the other side. Through to center, open again. And then we're going to hip hinge and bow forward on our breath out. Let your head and neck relax. If your hands don't touch, grab a block. We're going to take a twist, bend your left knee, keep your left hand down, and take a twist to the right. Back of that right leg getting a nice stretch. Exhale to lower that arm down. Bend the right knee, left leg is straight. Take a nice twist. And exhale to lower. Take your hands to your shins or your knees, wherever you need to be to come into a half lift. And then as you breathe out, you're going to step back into a plank pose. So spread your hands and press through your palms. So you want to check that your shoulders are in external rotation. So the inside of your elbows are kind of inside out, facing forward. If you were to bend your elbows straight back, they would be facing your toes. Good. Little scoop of the low belly, press through your shoulder blades so you're not winging your shoulder blades. Nice. Heels pressing back, thighs to thigh bones, nice and strong. Knees come down, untuck the toes. You're more in an inclined modified plank here. Bend your elbows straight back, lower with control all the way down. Slide your hands forward till you ground your forearms and press through your forearms here to come into Sphinx. Pull back on the mat a little bit with your forearms. Sort of feel your low back kind of grow out of your low back a little bit there. Chin down, neck long. And exhale to lower. Slide your hands under your shoulders. Keep those elbows tucked in. Press through table and come into your downward facing dog. Good. And you can pedal your legs a few times here. Keep the breath in and out through the nose best you can. Good. And take a breath in, and on an exhale, come back to plank. Let your knees almost come down, but don't let them touch. And then scoop your hips back to your downward facing dog. Do that 2 more times. So exhale, come to plank. Knees lower, but don't touch. And then scoop your hips back to downward facing dog. Nice. 1 more time like that. Exhale. Knees lower and scoop it back. Looking forward. Take mindful steps back to the front of your mat. You can lift and spread those toes as you ground them. Coming back to a half lift here as you breathe in. Exhale to lower. Once again, if you need your block, you can use it. Bend your left knee, left hand down as we take another twist to the right here. Exhale to lower. Bend the right knee, left leg straight. Take a nice little twist to the left. Stacking shoulders. And exhale to lower. Inhale, we're gonna come all the way up using your back muscles. Smile. Once again, grab opposite elbows and take a little side bend here to the right. And then to the left. Back up to center, open again. And then hands come together in front of the heart. Moving into a moon salutation, arms down. New moon tomorrow. New beginnings. Inhale, chair pose. Good. Really lengthen your butt. So avoid the tuck. Stick your butt out. Good. Need that eccentric lengthening of the glutes. Exhale and bow. Left foot steps back. Left knee comes down. Untuck the toes. Grow your hands to your knee. Little squeeze of the left glute and then a little lean forward, so we don't want to hang in the hip joint. Arms rise. Crescent moon, gaze up. Exhale, float the hands down. We're going to step back to downward facing dog. So you're going to tuck the toe and step it back on your breath out. Inhale, knees come down to table. Untuck the toes, exhale, child's pose. Inhale, come to the knees. Arms rise up. Like you're reaching. Interlace the fingers, press through the palms. Exhale, bow. Inhale, table. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward, right knee comes down. Untuck the toes. Take your time, grow your hands. Little squeeze of the right glute, lean in just a little, and reach up. Exhale, lower the hands. We're going to step forward again. So right foot steps back to your forward bend. Relax the head and the neck down. Inhale, back to your seat for chair. And rise up. Good. Sun B, back to chair. Exhale to bow. Inhale, half lift. Exhale back to plank on your breath out here. So 2 options moving into upward facing dog. You can lower your knees, untuck your toes, and allow your pelvis to dip forward. Or if you're working on a low push-up, you can bend your elbows straight back, come down about halfway, and then glide forward and up. So either way, just press through your palms so your shoulders aren't in your ears, okay? Good. And then I like to roll over my toes and scoop back to down dog. Great. Right foot steps forward, warrior 1. Left foot hops a little closer and out to the side, so give yourself a foundation here. Knee stacks over the ankle. Arms rise up. Okay, a little balance practice here. Have a point of focus, something to look at that isn't moving. As you breathe out, you're going to shift weight into the front of your leg, bowing the arms, knee forward for crane. You're going to step down, so your left foot is a little forward of your right here. And then we're going to raise our right arm up and over for a nice side stretch here. Good. And then come back up. Return to your crane. And send it back to warrior 1. Good. Left elbow under right. Left elbow under right for eagle arms. If you can't interlace here, you can bring your hands to your shoulders. Chin down, neck long, soften the shoulders. Little squeeze of the elbows together. You can stay here if you want to challenge for eagle. You're going to shift in your front foot and wrap your left leg over. So this is easy to bring a lot of tension into this pose, and remember, we try to find steady and sweet. So relax what you can. One more breath. Unwind, step back, release the arms up. Good. Straighten the front leg, hip hinge bow forward for pyramid. Now, since we're not holding this long, it's a little more comfortable, in my opinion, to have my hands resting on my low back when I'm not using my blocks with my hands down. So it's totally up to you. If your hands touch, that's fine too. All right, then we're going to let our arms go, opening up to triangle. Your left foot's going to open, heel toe it a little bit away from you. Slide the back of your right hand up your inner right leg. Left hand on left hip. So we're looking to straighten out this right side. Good. Left arm up. You can look up at your thumb. And then reach up through that top arm to bring you into warrior 2. Bend through that front knee. So if you need more space between your feet to really challenge yourself to that 90-degree bend here, make sure your knee is straight. So it should be facing usually about your second toe. But it will want to angle into the left. We're going to flow here, straighten the front leg, arms up. Exhale, rebend the knee, open the arms again, reset your gaze. Good. Nice. Inhale, straight arm. Exhale, bending the knee, again, keeping that knee straight. Arms are equal. We are also avoiding the shear, so we don't want to shear forward. Okay, so you're going to keep your shoulders stacked over your hips. Good. A few more times at your pace. Inhale up. Exhale. Setting your gaze past those right fingertips. Nice. One more here. And we're going to windmill the arms. So you'll pivot onto the ball of that back foot to place your hands back to plank. Again, either knees down first, or you can bend your elbows straight back and then glide forward into upward facing dog. Whatever you're working on is fine. And then scoop back to downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward, right foot hops a little closer. Ground the foot to rise up back to your warrior one. Good. Nice. Again, find your little drishti point, your point of focus. Shift into that front leg. Bow your wings. Try not to hold the breath. Gently step down so you're a little bit forward. Left arm up and over. Good, and then bring it back. We're going to bow our wings again. Lift the foot back to crane. And then carefully step back to your warrior one. This time, right elbow under left, right elbow under left. Again, soften your shoulders, nice long neck. You can totally stay here, or you can shift forward, wrap that right leg over your left. Breathe. And then as you unwind, you're going to step back again and swing the arms back up. Good. Straighten the front leg. Again, you can bring your arms behind you. Nice little stretch for the chest too. Exhale and bow over your front leg for pyramid. Just a nice back body stretch here. Let your arms relax down. Left arm inside left leg. Open your right foot and heel toe it open, a little wider. Grow it up the inside of your leg until you can iron out your left side. So think about your top ribs dropping down to open up your left side body. Right arm up. Good. Reach up through that top arm. Bend through your left knee. For warrior two, again, any adjustments you need to make are fine for your 90-degree place. And then moving at your own breath pace in and out, just remembering to reset that gaze just past those left fingertips. We're going to windmill the arms down. Find your plank once again. And same thing, low push-up or knees down. Coming back to your upward facing dog. Shoulders away from your ears. Good, nice open chest. You can take your head back a little bit too. Get into the throat. And then pull it back to down dog. Looking forward, walk towards the front of your mat. Come back to your half lift as you breathe in. Exhale to bow. Chair pose as you breathe in. And rise up. And roll your wrists on the way down. Lunar. So with this lunar salutation, we're going to be using both ends of the mat, which means at one point you'll be facing like backwards. I'll guide you through it. Okay. Inhale, arms up. Coming into crescent moon. Interlace the fingers, cross at the thumbs, pointer fingers up, ribs over pelvis. Take a nice little bend to the right. Inhale through to center and exhale to the left. Try to keep the arms straight and the shoulders and hips on the same plane. Good. And then open and bow on your breath out. Okay, left foot steps back, left knee down for the low lunge here. Crescent lunge. Arms rise up. Exhale, hands are going to come down inside the right foot. Okay, you're going to lift the back knee, pivot the foot down, and this is where we do our little half squat flow. So you're going to walk your hands through to center, both feet are turned out, and you're going to alternate bending each knee, and you can do that lizard lunge, yeah, so feel free to go deeper. You can lift the toes and then walk yourself through, and you can go as deep as this, or you can stay in a half squat. Either way, you're getting a nice stretch to that inner leg, that's straight, getting into the hips here. Yeah, so just breathing, flowing. Feel free to linger in, a sticky spot. So the moon is aligned with water, element of water, like flow, fluid. Next time your left knee bends, you're going to walk your hands over to either side of your left foot. So now you're facing backwards. You should be, yeah, there you go. Pivot the foot. Right knee comes down. You're coming back to your low lunge, but now you're just facing the other direction here. Arms rise up. Good. And now this will look a little more like a sené. You're going to lower your hands down. We're going to step back to plank pose. Knees down, untuck the toes, bend your elbows straight back for either regular cobra, or you could try king cobra, where you bring your hands out, tent your fingers, elbows up in line with your shoulders, tip your head back, and peel up here. Yeah, good. Then exhale and lower, do 2 more breaths. Just articulating through that upper spine and neck, your whole spine and neck rather, for this deeper back bend. And lower down as you breathe out. Good. One more inhale, tip your head back like the cobra snake, peel up, and exhale to lower. If that's too much for your back, you can take Sphinx or a regular cobra. Take your hands back under your shoulders, elbows in, press through table to downward facing dog. And then you're going to walk towards your hands. Half lift as you breathe in. Exhale to bow. Inhale to rise all the way up. And exhale, palms together, down to heart. Inhale, arms up, interlace the fingers again, cross at the thumbs, pointer fingers up. We'll take a bend to the left. Inhale to center, bend to the right. Inhale to center, open the hands, knee back bend. Exhale, bow. Inhale, right foot back, right knee down, coming back to a low lunge here. Arms rise up. Exhale, hands lower inside your left foot. Tuck the back toes under, lift the knee. Pivot the foot down and come right back to your little flow here. Turn your toes out. Next time your right knee bends, we're going to bring our hands to either side of that foot. Pivot the back foot, bring the knee down so you're facing me again. And find your crescent lunge. exhale, lower the hands. And we're going to step it back to plank. Good. And either, again, knees down, or you can do a full low push-up all the way to your belly if you like. Working on that. Untuck the toes. And again, either Sphinx, regular Cobra. You can do this King Cobra. Tense your fingers, elbows up, out to the side. Peel up. And exhale and lower down. Good. 2 more breaths like that. Inhale. Hands under the shoulders. Press through table. And downward facing dog. Looking forward, walk towards your hands. Half lift as you breathe in. Exhale to bow. Inhale to rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Lower the arms alongside the body, returning to mountain pose here. With your eyes closed, observe how you feel, your breath, your energy from your standing sequences here. Flutter your eyes open. Lift your shoulders again and articulate down. And just keep going and bending your knees until you can plant your hands. And we're going to step back to downward facing dog. Okay, a little option here. You can either bring your knees down first for this. Just be careful. Go slow so you're working with, slow for shoulder stabilization here. We're going to try to come into dolphin. So from down dog, you're going to start to bend your elbows and you want them to be facing your knees. You're going to slowly lower until your forearms come all the way down. And if that's just not happening, that's okay. You can bring your knees down first and then plant your forearms and come to dolphin. So in dolphin, we're rooting through our forearms so our shoulder blades are away from our ears, our head and neck's relaxed. Back body's like down dog, nice and strong. Good, and then lower the knees, untuck the toes, and yay, shift back to child's pose. I felt that energy in the room. All right, arms behind you. Let your shoulder blades relax. You can roll your forehead side to side if you want. Just take our hands under our shoulders and gently press up. And whatever's easiest, if you want to crisscross your ankles and then sit back, or however way you come forward is fine. We're going to come to lie back. We're going to take hold of a block. Be towards the front of your mat so you have room behind you for your head. So if you start too far back, then your head will be on the floor. So take your block in front of you. And you're just going to slowly articulate back, just like we were standing. Just do your best. We all have a little breaking point, and that's okay. Just peel yourself back. Bring your arms up overhead. Without gripping the block, just with your palms on either side, try to squeeze the block. Tuck your chin, lengthen your neck, reach through your heels. Bend your elbows, soften your shoulders a little bit. Take your block with you. Bend your knees, feet to the floor. Take your block and place it in between your thighs. So below your knees, in between your thighs, giving it a nice little squeeze. All right, working on long exhale here. Okay, so if you're like me and when you're on your back here, your back arches away from the ground, you're going to do a little imprint to ground your back. Take a breath in, exhale, feel your abdominal muscles coming together to help bring your ribs down, so you're coming into your core brace. If you're having trouble feeling that, on your next exhale you can make a sound and activate your abs a little bit more. Okay, at the end of that exhale, holding your core brace, lift your feet up off the ground. So you're going to come into this little dead bug here. So it's core work because we don't want to, if we let go of our brace here, your back's going to arch off the ground, or you're going to come more into your rectus abdominis muscles, and we want all our abs to be at the table here. Okay, so this is your starting point. Knees over hips is your inhale. On your breath out, you can just relax your arms down alongside the body here if they're not. You're going to breathe out through your nose and you're going to draw your knees in halfway. Hold the breath out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish your exhale as you draw your knees all the way in. If that 5 count was too much, if you find yourself gulping for air or having to mouth breathe after, lower the amount of your hold. Inhale, knees away from you again. Exhale, just slowly, halfway hold. Finish your exhale, drawing your knees all the way in, all the breath out, 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 out. Inhale, knees back to your starting point. Exhale. Hold. Finish. Good. Inhale, knees away. 2 more. Exhale. Hold. And finish. Last one. Hold. And finish. Good. As you inhale, you're going to lower the feet down to the ground. Take a breath out. Inhale, little imprint. Lift your hips up for bridge. You can float your arms up overhead. Still give that block a little squeeze. Squeeze your glutes. Press your belly and your pelvis to the sky, to the ceiling. And then exhale and lower down. Arms come down alongside the body again. Keep breathing out. Lift the feet. Draw the knees all the way into the body, to the chest. Good. Inhale, feet down. Slow, controlled inhale. Lift the hips. Arms up overhead. Exhale, slow and long as you lower down. Lift the feet and draw the knees in. Good. Your pace. 2 more. Inhale. Lift up. And exhale. Nice and long. And 1 more. Good. And then lower the feet. Take your block away. Right ankle crosses over left knee. Right ankle over left knee. We're going to lift the left foot. So you have a couple options. So if this is taking you already into your hip, this is where you go. You can just keep your left foot down and rest your right palm on your left thigh and carefully press it away from you. Otherwise, lift your left foot, thread your needle. So right arm goes between the space of your legs and interlace your hands behind the left thigh. Press your thigh and hands into each other. Good, Deb, so other leg. Yeah, so other leg there. Deb. Yeah, I got you. This thigh here. Grab this leg. Yeah, you got it. No, you're fine. I don't know, sometimes, you know me, my rights and lefts are not always on par. Okay, so flex your feet a little bit. So these are just little tricks to take you a little deeper. Feet are flexed. You can tip your pelvis forward, which means your low back is arching away from the ground. If that's too much, you can ground your back. Try to keep your neck long though, don't let your head tip back. And then we're going to lower the left foot down, release your thigh, but keep your foot where it is. Take your arms out to the side in a little T position. We're going to do a twist. So your knees and hips are going to twist to the right. You can use your block to ground underneath that right knee if you need to, if it takes you too far over. Or if you like that feeling, that's fine. And turn to look over your left shoulder. Bring your head to center, untwist. Another twist though, we're gonna uncross the ankles. You know what, no, keep the ankle there. Straighten your left leg and just shift the foot so that it's on top of the knee. So right foot on top of left knee. And now we're gonna take our left hand, cross over, guide the right knee over to the left. And look over your right shoulder. So you're just coming into this little low back twist. And here we have to be careful that we don't roll. So don't let your whole back like roll as far over as possible. This is a low back twist, which means we're just doing a little rotation in the lower spine, which means our right shoulder and our right rib cage is trying to stay down on the floor. Let your left knee come in and join you. And then lower your feet to the floor. Left ankle crosses over right knee. Press that left knee away from you and then go ahead, lift your foot, thread your needle, hands behind the right thigh this time. So press your thigh and hands into each other for a little isometrics, a little resistance there, a little flexion to the feet. Optional, tip the pelvis forward. Keep your neck long. Breathing into your sensations here. Your thigh, lower your foot, spread your arms out, and guide your right knee over to the left. So hips and knees twisting to the left, turn to look over your right shoulder, support your left knee if you want with the block. Bring your head back to center and untwist. straighten your right leg, shift your left foot to the top of the knee, right hand guides the left knee over just a little, turn to look over your left shoulder. Back to center, untwist. Draw that left knee in towards your left shoulder, reach through your right heel. And then let your right knee join you. Cross your right ankle over your left. Open your knees a little wider as you draw your knees in. And then switch ankles. And we're going to move into Shavasana from here. So if there's anything else your body still wants, take that pose. For Shavasana, you can just straighten your legs and lie, flat. You can use your blocks to come into either just slip them under the thighs, goddess pose if you want to bring the soles of the feet together. You can do a supported fish, of course. One block for the back of the head, one under the shoulder blades. If you want more of a upper back bend, if you're near a wall, feel free to get your legs up. That's always nice too, especially if you're at home. Just find your pose. Where you can be and relax. Once you've come there, take a slow breath in through the nose. And a long breath out. Swallow to relax your jaw and your throat. Relax the muscles of the eyes. Again, feel your forehead relaxing and broadening. Allow your body to surrender into the floor and any props you might be using. Observe the energy you've cultivated. Become a silent witness to your breath as you're invited deeper within. slow breath out. Inviting small movements that feel natural and good for you as you come back. But take your time to roll to your left side. Keep your eyes closed. Take a moment there. Use your right palm to press into the floor, and still with your eyes closed, come to an easy seat. We'll bring our hands together in front of the heart. Bow our heads into ourselves and to each other. May all beings in the realm of existence be happy. May all beings be free from suffering. And may peace be within each of you. Namaste.